So the next one we are going to go to is the second criteria, which is membership in associations that demand outstanding achievements of their members. So this is one criteria a lot of people try to target, and fortunately, a lot of people that target it don't usually get it. So I'm going to go into details about what it entails and what you need to do and what you don't need to do. So basically, the membership requires outstanding achievements for members. Those are the kind of membership that we are talking about. So association must be recognized at national or international level. And these are membership that is because of your work, because of your standard of excellence, of those things you have contributed to the field. So I will give an example. Let's assume IEEE. Let me just use an example. IEEE. For example, there's an argument. There's a popular argument. If you're an engineer, scientist, you will know what IEEE is. IEEE is Institute of Electronic and Electrical Engineers. So it is the largest professional body of electrical engineers in the world. Basically, the association has grown to extend to people beyond electrical engineering. So, but the fact is, we have IEEE. People say IEEE senior membership do not qualify. And even when you check AAO non-precedence cases, there's a website that tells you about cases that USS denied, then they appealed. So when you get it, you will see some IEEE senior membership that were not actually given. At the same time, there are people with IEEE senior membership that have been awarded. Same also, but there's usually not a lot of argument about IEEE fellow. Like if you're an IEEE fellow, it is an higher membership cadre in IEEE. But the first thing is we understand that the basic membership of IEEE, student membership, general professional membership, or of any other similar organization that you just have to pay for to become a member will not qualify. If you're a senior member of those organizations, you still need to pay your annual due, right? But you did not become a senior member just by virtue of paying alone. You must have done a lot of work, a lot of contribution to the organization before they gave you that membership. So that is what it requires. We need a membership that is based on the work, not just based on you paid some dues. So usually what you will need to present is beyond IEEE senior membership. Let's assume we are using senior membership as an example. You want to tell us how you got that membership. What are those work you do? And that is the common factor, the distinct factor I've seen between cases that got approved for a membership and another case that doesn't get approved. Is that someone that has presented IEEE senior membership, for example, is able to tell us that, okay, I'm an IEEE editor. I do this role for IEEE within my community or my branch or my section. These are the work I'm doing. I'm a member of this technical committee. These are the things I've contributed to IEEE. So you don't just tell us that, oh, a IEEE senior membership, and you leave it at that. So you also want to tell us about the selection criteria, how someone needs to nominate you. Then you need to do a mini interview, and those kind of things that you need to present. So that is going to make your case stronger. But generally, we are now able to understand that IEEE, we are able to understand that basic membership that requires just paying will not qualify. And organizations need to be national or international organization within your field. It needs to be based on the work and your achievement, and you should also add those things you have done for the organization within your field. The evidences that you will require is documentation of your membership invitation. So, were you invited? Yes. Or were you nominated? So, what is the membership standard and criteria? So, if there is a bylaw or there is a, what's it called? If there is a bylaw, a constitution that tells us the selection criteria, you want to print it out and you want to add it as an evidence. So, documentation of organizations' prestige through media coverage, those things they've done to the society, letter from membership committee or the selection committee. If you can get a letter from them is going to be good. The selection criteria or the selection or reviewing panel, national or international recognition. So you want to add evidence that it is an exclusive membership membership, and do you have a membership card? You add it. Listing of other notable members. So for example, if let's assume I'm petitioning as an extraordinary footballer, and Messi is, Lionel Messi or Ronaldo is in a particular, he has a particular membership, senior membership in a professional organization. I can say that, oh, I also have professional membership in this organization because I have membership in this organization, and a renowned person, who is Ronaldo in this case, or Messi, or whoever you want to use, is also a member, then it shows that you are someone of extraordinary ability and that membership makes sense. You understand what I'm trying to say? Or, so you can use, maybe you use example, okay, you are in a membership, then Bill Gates is also in that member of that organization that you are talking about. You can use it to add weight to your. So I'm just using those kind of people as examples so that we can relate to what we say when we talk about listing of other notable members. That these are good. So proof of membership is good. Evidence of organizational structure to show where you are within the organization and where everything fits in together. So usually when you present these evidences, you add all these things together. You use it to tell a story. You understand? So it's not just that you are listing it like a bullet point. No, you use it to tell a story. But within that story, I want to see the membership proof. I want to see verification letters, association requirements, the selection criteria, the national and international recognition, the relevance to the field, and the impact and your activities as a member. So if you don't have activities as a member, even if you are a fellow, it's going to be very difficult to get approved for this criteria. You understand? So usually those are some, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it may be difficult. So you are like someone preparing for a war. You take all ammunition that you have at home. You don't leave it at home, right? So we are going for war. So it's just an example. So in this case, you present everything that you have to present to make whoever is going to adjudicate understand whatever you are doing. So what are the common reasons for RFE? The common reasons is lack of evidence for rigorous membership criteria. So if you are unable to tell us how rigorous the membership criteria is, then usually you can get an RFE. Maybe you did not tell us you have an unclear membership requirement, no evidence of expert judgment in terms of you did not present any evidence of that. Okay, for me to become a senior member, a fellow for this organization, this is the expert judgment. These are the experts that review my case. Then you have insufficient documentation of membership. So you did not present any membership proof. You did not present unverified membership status. You did not present this. Then you can get an RFE. So even if you have all these things and your association is not prestigious or recognized, or you did not add proof of how the organization is prestigious or recognized, then you can get an RFE. So the point is, let's assume it's an organization that we all know, maybe IEEE or any other organization that is prestigious organization. The onus of evidence is on you to present. Yes, is not going to say that, oh, I know this organization. No. It is your job to present the evidence that shows the organization is prestigious. So there are several ways you can use it to show what is their impact in society, the number of their members, and those other things. How many membership do they have globally? Who are the kind of people that are their members? What is the minimum membership criteria for you to join? All those kind of things are things you can use to show the organization is prestigious. So you are able to show that lack of national or international recognition. So if the organization does not have international recognition or national recognition, maybe it's just one local organization in one village, then it may not, you may get an RFE and you may not be able to qualify. So if the membership is also not within your field, you did not establish how it is within your field or related to your field, then there may be a problem. Then insufficient explanation of association's role. lack of supporting documentation, no evidence of active participation. So active participation is actually usually required. And what are those things that you've done? They are usually required for you to get qualified for this criteria. So that is all about membership in associations. So think about it very well. Are there some organizations that you can join that you can get their senior membership? But all in all, you also want to look at within your locality, join some organizations, contribute to it. You may not be able to see how it is going to benefit you now, but eventually when you start doing something and volunteering, you may meet someone that can invite you to some other organization, and any other thing can happen like that. So the point is, start positioning yourself. If you don't meet it yet and you are looking to meet it so that you can use it for USCIS and other stuff like that. Okay, so that's that on membership.